Hi everyone! In this video, I will show you an n8n workflow I built that can generate ASMR videos like these completely for free. You can run it locally on your computer, or if you need more GPU power, set it up on RunPod to run fully on autopilot. Right now, I am running it locally, so let's break everything down. On the left, we start with the manual trigger. You can either run it by clicking Execute, or you can set it to trigger automatically. For example, every 2 hours. If you leave it activated, the workflow will run by itself on schedule. Next, we have the AI agent. This is connected to the OpenAI chat model. I'm currently using GPT 4.1 Mini, which isn't free, but if you want something cheaper or free, you can connect it through OpenRouter, where you can choose from different models. This agent also uses memory, storing details in the n8n database. That way, it remembers the videos it has already generated and avoids repeating the same ideas. Finally, there's the structured output node, which ensures the AI responds in the exact format we need. When we open the AI agent, you will see I have already run it. It generated everything required for the video: the title, caption, and 3 scene descriptions. Here's an example. Scene 1, cutting an apple. Scene 2, cutting a carrot. Scene 3, cutting a soap cube. Each scene uses a different background environment, so the videos stay varied and interesting. The system prompt we provide tells the agent, "You are an expert in creating ASMR cutting scenes for AI-generated content." We also instruct it to use memory so it avoids repeating itself. And finally, we give it an example of the output we expect. After the AI agent runs, we move to image generation using a ComfyUI community node. Quick note, these nodes are not part of n8n by default. To install them, just open Settings, Community Nodes, type in the names, and click Install. Once installed, this node will generate an image, PNG, using a ComfyUI workflow exported for API use. Essentially, we copy the JSON from ComfyUI's Export API option and paste it into n8n so it can call ComfyUI automatically. Of course, you will need to have ComfyUI up and running, and come here and verify that your n8n instance is listening to the ComfyUI public URL. Each of the 3 images is then passed into a video generation node. This works the same way, except instead of returning an image, it returns a video file in binary form. Once all 3 videos are ready, they move on to these processing nodes. Here, I'm running some custom shell scripts I wrote. These scripts merge the 3 clips into one and add a static audio track. The final MP4 is then uploaded to YouTube. The only tricky part here is the oath setup. You'll need to create a new client in the Google console, configure the oath consent screen, and paste your client ID and secret into n8n. Once that's done, just sign in with Google and the connection will work. If you need help with this, I already made a separate video, link in the description. Here is a quick setup. Open Google Cloud Console. After having created a project and enabled Google's YouTube API 3, navigate to APIs and Services. Select Oath Consent Screen and click Clients. Here, basically create a new client. Select Web Application Type, enter a name, and add the redirect URL provided by your n8n instance. Now, simply copy and paste the client ID and client secret into n8n, and then click Sign in Proxt. And if everything is done correctly, you should see a Success Connection message. Important note, this n8n workflow works on both Linux and Windows. Be informed, though, that if you use it locally on your computer, you will have to set up the following environment variable about the default binary data mode, and giving it the value of file system. Now, let's talk about setting it up. First, you will need to install Node.js in order to run n8n locally on your computer. After that, open the command line and simply enter npx n8n. And that's it. You installed n8n. Next, install ComfyUI. Go to the official GitHub repository, download the latest zip, extract it with 7-zip, and also install ComfyUI Manager. Instructions are on their repo. You'll need Git installed. I have already installed ComfyUI here. You will need to import my 2 workflows. The links to download them will be down in the description. We have one for image generation using the HiDream model, and one for image to video generation using WAN 2.1 with the Keiki LoRa effect. Of course, you could use a different setup and different models, but this is an example of what you could make. Now, at first, you'll likely see missing nodes and models. Don't worry, just open ComfyUI Manager, click Install Missing Custom Nodes, and then manually download the required model files into your Models folder. Once that's done, everything should load without errors. Once both workflows work in ComfyUI, you are ready to let n8n handle the automation. One more thing, for the merge step, you will need my merge_videos.bat script. Just download it and place it in your root directory. I will have a link down in the description. One last thing, guys. I made a small update to the workflow. I added an edit field node so you can easily specify the path to your ComfyUI output folder instead of hard-coding it in every node. Just open it and set the value to your ComfyUI output path. The only place where the path couldn't be set dynamically is in the Merge Video Clips node. You will have to set it manually. Finally, I added a node that saves each final video to the output folder with the current date and the file name, so no files get overwritten. Now, if you don't have a powerful GPU locally, no worries. You can run everything on the cloud using RunPod with the click of a button. I created a template that sets everything up automatically for you. From the installation of the ComfyUI and n8n to even the image and video generation models, link is in the description below. Also, by signing up with my referral link, you will get a gift of bonus credits. It could be anywhere from $5 up to $500, so definitely go check this out. So let's get started on how to deploy it. First, make sure you have credits in your RunPod account. After that, go to Storage, Network Volumes, and create a new volume. Select a size at least 50 to 60 gigabytes, and click Create. Then use my template link from the video description. I have created 2 identical templates with different PyTorch versions. If you are using an RTX 5090 GPU, make sure to use the one with PyTorch 2.8. Select the volume you just created and choose a GPU. Important note, the first time you run it, use a cheaper GPU like the RTX 2080 because the setup will download large model files and take longer. After that, you can switch to something faster and more cost-efficient like the RTX 4090 or 5090. As here I am deploying it for the first time, I will use the 2000 and click Deploy. Once deployed, open the logs. When you see n8n is ready, the setup is complete. Once finished, from the Connect tab, you have 3 different options to choose from. First, the Jupyter. Use this to access and manage files in your system and the videos that will be generated. The folder where the videos will be stored is under Workspace/ComfyUI/Output. Next, we have the ComfyUI. Basically here, we have the same pre-installed workflows we just saw previously with the local setup. And finally, we can access n8n. Go ahead and open it. As with the local installation, follow the same steps. Register. Install the 2 community nodes of ComfyUI and import my n8n workflow, which you will find in the video description. Finally, connect your AI agent chat model account, the ComfyUI, and for the YouTube node, your Google account. Now, you can execute the workflow manually or activate the schedule trigger so it runs automatically. One last thing, if you also want to upload automatically to other platforms like TikTok or Instagram, you'll need Blow-to-Do AIS API. It's paid, but the integration is very simple. Just install the according community node and you're done. And that's it, guys. With this workflow, you can fully automate generating and uploading ASMR cutting videos, either on your local machine or in the cloud with RunPod. As you can see, I have already tested it on YouTube, and it works great, even pulls in views. The only small issue I noticed is that sometimes the agent generates similar objects, but I'll leave that part to you to tweak and improve. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more tutorials. And don't forget to check the description for all the links and resources.